Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, inside the president's firing of Pam Bondi, we speak with the Artemis II astronauts, and the Final Four tips off. Inside the ouster, President Trump fires Attorney General Pam Bondi. What we're now learning about how she was forced out. Their conversation inside the car ride to the Supreme Court. It's now. What's next with Trump's former criminal defense and personal attorney set to take over?
Breaking overnight, ABC News speaking with the 4 astronauts now on their way to the moon, nearly 20,000 miles from Earth.
I really like it up here. I wish I could have got here sooner.
The Artemis II crew getting that critical boost, propelling them out of Earth's orbit, what they told us about that awe-inspiring launch.
Oil prices surging, closing at the highest level since the war began. Now the ripple effects across the economy, from airfare and baggage fees to gas, how much it's costing households.
Newly released body cam video shows Tiger Woods' DUI arrest.
Who's involved? Who's involved?
Tiger Woods. Woods seen taking a sobriety test, being handcuffed.
So at this time you're under arrest for DUI, yes sir.
Who he told officers he was on the phone with.
Back on the stand, the Hawaii doctor accused of trying to kill his wife facing tense cross-examination.
You were not mad when you confronted your wife about these messages.
I was upset.
Will his claims that he was acting in self-defense help his case?
The major setback for Blake Lively. What a judge said about her lawsuit against It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni.
New this morning, a first-of-its-kind test that could help diagnose one of the most common cancers affecting women.
And it's going to be a wild weekend as the Final Four tips off, the matchups to watch, as the women tip off tonight with an epic rivalry. Plus, the new queen of Bills Mafia, quarterback Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld, welcoming their baby girl. And the adorable cheetah cubs at the San Diego Zoo. We reveal their names right here on GMA.
Born to be wild.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America. And we hope your Friday is off to a good start. Good morning, America.
It's good to be here on this Friday. We have a lot to get to this morning, including that breaking news overnight. Our Gio Benitez with the best assignment, speaking to the crew on board Artemis II overnight.
So cool. And that conversation coming just after that critical boost, propelling them out of Earth's orbit towards the moon. What they're saying about life in space. Gio is standing by to tell us all about it. Can't wait for that.
First, the latest in the White House shakeup. President Trump fired Attorney General Pam Bondi, replaced her with his former personal attorney. It's the president's second cabinet firing in recent weeks. Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas starts us off. Good morning, Pierre.
George, good morning. Bondi's future has been in question for some time. Based on our reporting, she thought she had more time, but her time abruptly ran out. This morning, new details on the firing of Attorney General Pam Bondi. ABC News learning President Trump spoke with Bondi in the Beast on the way to the Supreme Court Wednesday and suggested it was time for a change. But sources say Bondi apparently believed she still could convince him to allow her to remain at least for a few more months. But in the end, her unwavering loyalty and public defense of President Trump was not enough to save her job.
President Trump, the greatest president in American history.
Despite saying we love Pam and calling her a friend and a patriot, President Trump announcing on social media that Bondi will be transitioning to a much-needed and important new job in the private sector. Now, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, the president's former criminal defense attorney, will be taking over as acting attorney general. It was just days ago that Bondi and the president were seen outside the Supreme Court. While Bondi acted as his attorney and vigorously defended Trump during his first impeachment trial, sources tell ABC News that the president had been frustrated for months about Bondi's inability to bring successful prosecutions against some of his perceived enemies like former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James.
We have to act fast. If they're not guilty, that's fine. If they are guilty or if they should be charged, they should be charged.
Those indictments were tossed out by a federal judge, and Trump was not happy with the way Bondi and DOJ handled the release of the files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, where the president's name appears multiple times, many of those mentions in news articles. Bondi had gone to the White House promising transparency on releasing the Epstein files, and there was this moment on Fox News when she was asked about an Epstein client list.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
But DOJ officials later said the list never existed, leaving many of Trump's MAGA supporters frustrated. and angering survivors of Epstein, who were furious at the Attorney General for delaying the release of the files for months. Bondi refusing to apologize to Epstein survivors during a public hearing earlier this year, trying to pivot away from questions about Epstein by bringing up what she said were the administration's successes.
The Dow is over 50,000 right now.
Bondi becomes the second major cabinet official to lose her job in less than a month after Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem was removed from office. Blanche is expected to pick up where Bondi left off.
Hard to imagine a more loyal AG than Bondi, and as far as prosecuting enemies, no matter who is AG, anytime you walk into a courtroom, there is no guarantee of victory. George?
You have to have a case. Okay, Pierre, thanks very much. Rachel?
All right, George, now to the Artemis II astronauts headed for the moon after completing their final major engine firing last night. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez is here. Gio, you spoke with the crew overnight from space.
Oh my gosh, Rachel, my mind is still blown that we were able to speak with them in space overnight, just hours after that trans-lunar injection that would send them off to the moon. They say that moment is what truly made them say, wow. Overnight, the Artemis II crew speaking with us from space 20,000 miles away from Earth as they enter day 3 of their historic mission.
I really like it up here. I wish I could have got here sooner.
The 4 astronauts officially on the way to the moon, receiving that critical boost, propelling them out of Earth's orbit.
Crew is go for TLI. With this burn to the moon, we do not leave Earth, we choose it.
The engine firing off with 6,000 pounds of thrust for nearly 6 minutes just before 8 p.m. Eastern. The trans-lunar injection burn blasting with enough power to accelerate a car from 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds.
It was pretty tense moments there for a second. There is nothing normal about this. Sending 4 humans 250,000 miles away is a Herculean effort, and we are now just realizing the gravity of that.
The Orion capsule now on a free return trajectory that will slingshot the crew around the far side of the moon in a lunar flyby before heading back to Earth. What are you most excited about once you get to the moon?
Having just experienced incredible views of planet Earth and seeing the entire planet out the window in one pane, knowing that we're about to have some similar views of the moon in that same way is definitely getting me more excited for it.
This as we learn what life is like aboard the spacecraft.
Sleeping here is, it's actually sort of comical. Christina has been sleeping heads down in the middle of the vehicle, kind of like a bat suspended from our docking tunnel. It's more comfortable than you would think. And it's nice to sleep in weightlessness again. Every time I was dozing off last night, I had that image that I was tripping off a curb and I was waking myself up.
And lift off. This as NASA releases new video of the awe-inspiring launch from the view of a camera attached to the rocket.
One of the biggest surprises was how smooth riding those solids was. We all expected a really just dynamic ride, a lot of motions, and it was very smooth. It was a definite difference when they separated and we were just on the main engines, but just a steady rumble and a great ride.
What do you want to tell Americans here at home who are watching this right now?
First and foremost, I would just like to say thank you. Your support and trust in us has enabled this, and so many people that have worked for so long to make this possible. But also, we're just getting started.
Oh, they are. And I also asked them what they see when they look down on planet Earth, knowing that there is so much division here at home. And Victor Glover says he sees one people on this beautiful planet, and that this mission proves that when we bring our differences together and we use all of our strengths, we can accomplish something pretty great.
We certainly can. Such a fun conversation. Their enthusiasm is just so infectious. It's
they
really
are amazing people. They really
so
are.
amazing. Thank you, Gio. So let's bring in Sam on this because, Sam, you've been tracking the major milestones along this mission.
That was such an awesome interview. I mean, imagine hanging upside down to sleep in weightlessness.
Like a bat.
Yeah. All right, so that final major engine firing happening last night. So now Orion is out of the Earth's orbit and racing toward the moon. I got my notes with me. Let's go. Here's what happens. Over the next couple of weeks or so, that capsule is going to trace that figure 8 in orbit like we showed you yesterday. The far side of the moon is the goal and back to Earth. Now on Monday's Moon Day. It's the lunar flyby and it begins then. 6 hours the crew will take those photos, videos, all of this side that hasn't really been photographed well, or all areas yet. Looking at the moon surface and for preps on future landing sites, possible by as early as 2028. Monday evening, Orion will make its closest approach to the moon between 4,000 and 6,000 miles above the lunar surface, and it's likely to pass that Apollo 13 distance record, flying farther from Earth than any crewed space mission in history. Now, on Friday, Orion will start to re-enter Earth's atmosphere at about 25,000 miles an hour. That's when you'll get the parachutes that will help them land safely, splashing down off the coast of Southern California. So mission is a go and successful when we see that splashdown and we know that all the critical systems have been checked to make sure that we can do what we want to do in the future, like in 2028, putting people on the moon. George?
Okay, Sam, thanks. We're going to go now to the other major shakeup in Washington. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has fired Army Chief of Staff General Randy George, 2 other top generals. The latest of more than a dozen generals and admirals removed over the last year. Chief Global Affairs anchor Martha Raddatz has the story. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, George. Pete Hegseth has fired many senior officers since becoming secretary, but these firings, including the Chief of Staff of the Army, come in the middle of a war where thousands of Army troops have been dispatched to the Middle East. Randy George, the Army Chief of Staff, is a decorated Army general, but he was formerly a senior aide to Joe Biden's Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, and it was long rumored Hegseth would let him go. Hegseth made it official with a statement saying Randy George will be retiring effective immediately. In addition, Hegseth asked the general in charge of the Chaplain Corps, William Green, and 4-star General David Hodney, who has had a long and exemplary career in the military, leaving many of those he mentored in shock this morning. Hegseth has fired more than a dozen generals and admirals since he took over as secretary, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General C.Q. Brown. General Christopher Leneve, now the Vice Chief of Staff of the Army, will take over for General George until a permanent replacement is nominated. Leneve is very close to Hegseth. George?
Okay, Martha Raddatz, thanks very much. Rachel?
Okay, George, now to the economic fallout from the war with Iran. The price of oil jumped Thursday following President Trump's primetime address on the war. Oil closed above $111 a barrel. That's the highest since the start of this conflict. Elizabeth Scholze is at the White House with more. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Rachel. Oil prices are now at the highest level since the start of the war, surging 11% in just one day after President Trump didn't give a clear plan for how to get shipping moving through the Strait of Hormuz. So the national average for a gallon of gas this morning, $4.10. Prices have surged in every state. They are the lowest in the Midwest and in Georgia, where the state actually suspended its gas tax. In California and in Washington state, you can see there, gas is at almost $6, and skyrocketing diesel and jet fuel costs are already now getting passed on to consumers. United says that it's hiking baggage fees for the first time in 2 years, as of today, charging an extra $10 per bag for flights in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and Latin America. Plus, domestic airfares are up as much as 20% for this summer. And starting in 2 weeks, Amazon is telling its sellers that it will tack on an extra 3.5% fuel and logistics-related surcharge. When you put all of this together, Moody's Analytics says that if oil prices stay at this level for 1 year, it will cost the typical household an extra $1,600. Rachel.
Yeah, and the president says this conflict could last another 2 to 3 weeks. All right, Elizabeth at the White House. Thank you. Mary?
Okay, Rachel, shifting gears now to the newly released body camera footage of Tiger Woods' DUI arrest, showing the golfer taking a sobriety test, being handcuffed, and telling officers he was on the phone talking to the president. Victor Akendo has the details. Victor, good morning.
Good morning, Mary. That body camera video shows us the moment deputies arrived on scene and learned Tiger Woods was involved, and everything before, during, and after his arrest for DUI.
Who's involved? Who's involved? Tiger Woods.
This morning, you're watching body camera video. Deputies arriving at the scene of Tiger Woods' crash.
Looked down my phone, and all of a sudden, boom.
Woods flipped his Land Rover after clipping a trailer last Friday in Jupiter Island, Florida. He was not injured.
Thank you so much. All right, you got it. All right, thank you. Bye.
The golf legend seen shortly after the crash on his phone, telling officers he was speaking with the president.
Just keep me down here with us, please.
Yeah, I was just talking to the president.
Here, performing a field sobriety test.
How much have you had to drink today?
None.
None? Do you take any medication?
I took a few, yes.
Deputies allowing Woods to be seated due to his prior injuries.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1,
Make sure you
2,
speed up as you
1,
go.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Authorities declaring Woods under the influence, placing him in handcuffs.
Place him behind your back. There you go. So at this time, I do believe your normal faculties are impaired, okay? And you're under the unknown substance, okay? So at this time, you're under arrest for DUI. Yes, sir.
After going through his pockets, police finding these prescription pills.
Oh, that's a narco.
Narco?
Yep.
Woods is placed in a police car and buckled up. Woods' attorney entered a not guilty plea on his behalf and waived his arraignment. A judge granted the golf great permission to travel outside the U.S. to seek treatment. Guys?
Okay, Victor, thanks. Let's go to Will with more headlines.
Hey, good morning, George. New at 7 a.m., we begin with an execution in Iran. Iran announcing the execution of 18-year-old Amir Hossein Hatami. This photo shared here on social media by Iran Human Rights. He was accused of being a terrorist involved in the destruction of government property. This is all in relation to the protests that rocked Iran in January. Hatami is the 5th person executed by Iran in connection to those protests. And a 13-year-old girl who had been missing for more than 30 years has been found alive. Christina Marie Plant vanished without a trace from her Arizona community in 1994. She's been found thanks in part to technological advances and new investigative techniques. Out of respect for her privacy, no additional details are being released right now. And finally, at 7 a.m., a Dino Nugget health alert. Federal officials say dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets sold at Walmart nationwide might be contaminated with lead. Specifically, they are the Great Value fully cooked dino-shaped chicken breast nuggets. They're sold in 29-ounce bags with a best used by date of February 10th, 2027. They're no longer being sold, but consumers should check their freezers.
Yeah, you got to look at that label. Yeah. Thank you, Will. Rachel?
All right, let's get into some sports, why don't we? Now to March Madness and the Final Four. The mascots are ready for tonight's women's doubleheader in Phoenix, which includes one of the best rivalries in sports right now. Rhiannon Alley is here with the details. Rhiannon, my bracket is not doing so well, but I'm really excited for tonight's game.
Women's or men's or both?
Both. Okay, it was downhill from the beginning.
Okay, well, tonight in Phoenix, you are still going to enjoy the games because it is a true clash of the Titans. For just the 5th time ever, all 4 number 1 seeds are in the Final Four. In fact, it's a bit of deja vu with the same 4 as last year, but it is different matchups. First up, let's talk UConn and South Carolina, a rematch of last year's title game. The Huskies are undefeated this season, chasing a 13th national championship. 13, you guys. They have rolled through the tournament behind the all-around brilliance of Sarah Strong, who does it all. And also we have to mention sharpshooter Azzi Fudd as well. They are incredible together. But South Carolina is built for this. Dawn Staley's squad is back for a 6th straight Final Four, bringing that relentless intensity they are known for. 5 players averaging double figures, and they are coming off a dominant Elite 8 win. Then the other semifinal, it's UCLA and Texas. UCLA's Lauren Betts is a force in the paint, you guys. The 6'7" center is coming off a 23-point, 10-rebound performance, but Texas' long horns of defense fueled a 77-41 blowout of Michigan with Madison Booker leading the charge. That was an incredible game to see. There are 2 games tonight. That's why it's the Final Four with 1 shot at the title game. Once that's set, all eyes turn to the men's Final Four. That is Saturday night in Indy. 4 top 3 seeds will face off: Illinois versus UConn, Michigan versus Arizona. You can catch the women's games tonight on ESPN starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. This is a basketball lover's dream this weekend.
It really is.
And you know what? There were some blowouts in the women's tournament, but it is going to be pure cinema this weekend.
So, Rhiannon, who's the bigger women's basketball fan, you or Robin?
You know, Robin and I have been talking women's basketball all week. She knows her stuff. I just defer to her.
Everyone will be watching, though.
Coming up, the Hawaii doctor accused of trying to murder his wife was back on the stand facing tense cross-examination.
And also ahead, Aaron Katursky is here with that bombshell ruling for Blake Lively. Aaron?
Mary, a judge ended up tossing most of her claims against It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. We'll tell you what it means for the blockbuster case and what both sides are saying this morning.
Coming up, we share those cheetah cubs. We're going to tell you their names when we come back.
Well, welcome back here to GMA. That's Megan Thee Stallion performing on Broadway. The star making her return to the stage in Moulin Rouge last night after a health scare earlier this week. We've got all the details coming up in our next hour. She called this a wake-up call, and we're so happy that she's okay. Good to see her back on stage.
Good to see her back and back doing those high kicks.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Let's get some more new headlines from Will.
All right, George, we do have more to get to new at 7:30, beginning with the family of a missing Oregon woman pleading for answers. Maria Linda Jade Kilmer was last seen a week ago. She was on Highway 22 in Marion County, and a passenger traveling with her said they ran out of gas, and Kilmer got picked up by an unidentified motorist, and she left her belongings and that other passenger behind. Mortgage rates are headed in the wrong direction for buyers. They are up for the 5th week in a row. The average rate on a 30-year mortgage is the highest it's been in 7 months. It's jumped to 6.46%. as the war with Iran weighs on the economy and the housing market. Now here's a story about a border collie named Molly. She was alone in the wilderness for a week after her owner fell from a 180-foot waterfall. Rescuers had to evacuate the woman, but they had to leave Molly behind. Concerned citizens then raised thousands of dollars through crowdfunding to send rescuers back to get Molly, and they successfully flew her to safety. Look at that. Molly is okay, and we are happy for that. And we're happy for Haley Steinfeld and Josh Allen, the superstar and the superstar quarterback, welcoming their baby girl into the world. The Sinners star and the Bills QB writing online, "We're feeling incredibly grateful and blessed and savoring these early moments." That is not the actual daughter, but a lovely sentiment nonetheless. They say thank you so much for the love and well wishes.
Leaving fans hanging. Yeah. Not exactly how the birth goes.
I want more on Molly, the border collie, who was left and then
Amazing.
found. I think we need to do a follow-up next week.
Yeah.
We'll send you on the assignment.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Will. We're going to turn now to the cross-examination of the Hawaii doctor on trial for trying to murder his wife. Gerhard Koenig returned to the stand yesterday. Prosecutors challenged his claim of self-defense. Trevor Ault is tracking the case. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, George. So prosecutors are clearly trying to paint Dr. Gerhard Koenig as being fixated on his wife's emotional affair and how much he would lose in a divorce, and that is what led up to this alleged attempted murder. But he maintains he wanted to work on their relationship, and he says it was her who attacked him.
This morning, the tense cross-examination of the Hawaii anesthesiologist accused of trying to kill his wife, Dr. Gerhard Koenig, on the stand in his own defense.
The medication that you keep in that bag can kill somebody, right?
I'll have to look at the medication that's in there, but a lot of the medications that I use at work can be lethal if not given appropriately.
Prosecutors claim after his wife Ariel had an emotional affair, Dr. Koenig tried to push her off this steep cliffside, then tried injecting her with a syringe, and finally bashed her head repeatedly with a jagged rock. He claims she attacked him, and he hit her twice in self-defense. The prosecution suggesting he was motivated by anger over his wife's alleged emotional affair.
And you're upset, right?
That's not the primary feeling at the time. I was feeling a lot of other feelings, but I was also upset.
You were mad, right?
I was not mad.
You were not mad when you confronted your wife about these messages.
I was upset.
Prosecutors compared these photos of their injuries. Ariel significantly more bloody.
This is Ariel at the hospital, correct?
That's right.
And you say only 2 hits to Ariel, right?
I only hit her 2 times.
This is the front of Ariel's face after those 2 hits, right?
Yes.
Dr. Koenig was adamant he never tried to kill her.
Even before we knew exactly what he was going to say, you had to believe that inevitably he was going to say it was self-defense. We know there was an incident. We know they were fighting. We know there were injuries. So the only defense that could possibly exist would be the idea that he was somehow defending himself.
And after so many long days of testimony, the trial is now on a break until Tuesday, and that is when we're expecting closing arguments, and then the case goes to the jury. George?
Okay, Trevor, thanks very much.
Now, with a federal judge delivering that legal blow to actress Blake Lively's lawsuit against her, it ends with us co-star Justin Baldoni. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Kotursky is here with the details. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Mary. The bitter legal dispute between these two actors has dragged on for more than a year. Now it's heading to trial next month without one of Blake Lively's central claims.
Come on. What are you doing?
This morning, a partial victory for actor Justin Baldoni, who's been locked in contentious litigation with his It Ends With Us co-star Blake Lively. A judge gutted Lively's highly publicized lawsuit, throwing out her claims Baldoni sexually harassed her during the filming of this scene when she said he kissed her, rubbed his face and mouth against her neck, and caressed her without consent. The judge said such conduct would be hostile on the factory floor or in the executive suite, but was not so far beyond what might reasonably be expected to take place on a movie set. The judge said actors must have some amount of space to experiment within the bounds of an agreed script without fear of being held liable for sexual harassment. Lively can pursue claims that Baldoni and his public relations team tried to ruin her reputation. The judge saying there is evidence the plan to destroy Lively and her career was put into action, including smearing her on social media and planting negative stories in the papers.
And on the retaliation claims, what the judge said is Lively may very well have a good faith belief that she had been subject to a hostile work environment. He's not deciding whether that's going to win or not, but he said there's enough there to go to the jury and let them decide.
Her attorney said Lively looks forward to testifying at trial and continuing to shine a light on this vicious form of online retaliation so that it becomes easier to detect and fight. Baldoni's attorney said what's left is a significantly narrowed case, and we look forward to presenting our defense to the remaining claims in court.
Blake, how are you doing today?
The actors came to court earlier this year for settlement talks. Before their relationship soured, Lively confided in Baldoni.
So I'm talking to you as a friend at this point.
That voice memo is among hundreds of exhibits released in a case that has drawn in other celebrities like Hugh Jackman, Gigi Hadid, and Taylor Swift. In this text, Swift celebrated the use of My Tears Ricochet in the movie, writing, "Wow, I love how they used the song." Lively responded, "I'm obsessed with you." Lively and Baldoni are due in court at the end of the month before trial begins in May, guys.
So many twists and turns to this one.
Thank you, Aaron.
Now, with our play of the day, Sam has some exciting baby news. When I say that out loud, it makes it seem like we have an announcement. But this is not the news, Sam.
I do, on behalf of the San Diego Zoo. How's that? Are we all good? All right. So we recently shared some wonderful news that 4 baby cheetahs were born at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, the first since 2020. And now, just listen to the sounds out there. It sounds wonderful. What is that sound? All right, and now the park conducted an online poll with options in Swahili and names from African culture. So for the most vocal, and apparently all of these cubs already have personalities, right? So for the most vocal and independent cub, voters picked Nyasi, which means grass or plains. Look how cute that face is.
This glam shot.
I know, it really is cute. Wildlife care staff, they picked allowed them to pick the other 3 names because you guys voted on that one. The largest in the litter, the big boy or big gal, is now named Owaji, meaning brother, so it's a big guy. And the smallest cub, named after his grandmother, Ohani. Little Ohani's got some, look at that, that's super cute. All right, and the 4th and most protective cub is called Unyak. Wait a minute, let me get this right. Nkala, which is powerful character in African folklore. Now, the 4 brothers are growing up under the watchful eye of their mother, Kalechi. The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance saying these brothers play an important role in supporting the genetic diversity of cheetahs worldwide and ensure their vulnerable global population remains strong and healthy.
Wow.
I always love seeing the cubs wrestle like that. Looks a lot like my kids at home. You know, we're not that different.
I feel like all babies share that characteristic, don't they? Yeah.
Your Swahili's pretty good there.
Was it not? I mean, it wasn't bad, but I practiced a lot.
Thank you, Sam.
All right.
Coming up, Becky Worley tries out functional drinks. And our 50 States in 50 Weeks series is in the state of Nebraska, witnessing one of the great migrations. Alex Perez is standing by to share that and some of the other things that make the Cornhusker State great. Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Breaking news. Iran claims to have shot down a U.S. fighter jet. What we know right now, as President Trump issues a new threat overnight, and oil prices skyrocket. Breaking overnight, ABC News speaks with the 4 astronauts now on their way to the moon.
I really like it up here. I wish I could have got here sooner.
The Artemis II crew get their critical boost, propelling them out of Earth's orbit.
The possible breakthrough test to help diagnose one of the most common cancers affecting women without invasive diagnostic procedures.
And there's no place like Nebraska.
This is the only place in the world that this phenomenon occurs.
Home to the beautiful natural wonders and some of the best bites in the country. It's the latest stop on our 50 States in 50 Weeks series as we say, Good morning, America!
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. We want to get right to that breaking news. Iran has shot down a U.S. fighter jet. We want to go to Martha Raddatz with the latest. Good morning, Martha.
George, this is a two-seater fighter jet, an F-15. The pilot would be in the front. The weapons systems officer would be in the back. And this would be a very dramatic and very dangerous rescue. Iran's Revolutionary Guard saying that Iranian forces had shot down the U.S. fighter jet overnight, with Iranian state media releasing images of the wreckage of that jet and of an intact ejection seat. We do not have those images verified, but they do appear to be credible. The IRGC said it was an F-35, but it was clear that it appeared to be an Air Force F-15. U.S. pilots are trained in what is called SEER. If they're shot down or have to eject over enemy territory, SEER stands for survive, evade, resist, and escape. They, of course, know that the Iranians are looking for them. In fact, Iran put out a message to shoot the pilots if they were found, and a reward was being offered later, they said, if they are found alive. This comes after President Trump claimed in his speech on Wednesday that the Iranians have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar, he said, is 100% annihilated. Guys?
Thanks, Martha.
Let's head up over to Will with a check of the headlines.
Hey there, Rachel. Here's what's new at 8 a.m. Attorney General Pam Bondi has been fired. President Trump writing in a Truth Social post she'll be, quote, transitioning to a much needed and important new job in the private sector. And sources tell ABC News the president had been frustrated with Bondi over her handling of the Epstein files and investigations into his perceived political enemies. And Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, formerly President Trump's personal lawyer before becoming Deputy AG, will now serve as acting AG. Microplastics are in the crosshairs of the EPA, the agency proposing to include them for the first time, along with some pharmaceuticals, on a list of contaminants in drinking water. And that move could lead to new limits on those substances for water utilities. And rapper Gucci Mane was allegedly the target of a kidnapping and robbery plot in Dallas. The Justice Department saying Gucci Mane was among a group of people held at gunpoint at a music studio back in January, and authorities arrested 8 people, including rapper Pooh Shiesty, who's accused of orchestrating the whole thing to get out of a music contract. Mary?
Thanks, Will. Now to the Artemis 2 astronauts headed for the moon. And Gio Benitez spoke with them overnight after completing their final major engine firing. Gio, good morning again.
It was just remarkable, this conversation. And it happened late last night when the crew was about 20,000 miles away from Earth. We just found out they're about 70,000 miles away right now. They are well on their way to the moon. They couldn't believe that they even took off to begin this mission. There's been little sleep, a lot of work. When we spoke, they actually had just eaten their first meal in their 30 hours in space. Here's a moment from the conversation. As you all know, there is so much division at home right now. What is it that you're feeling, and what message do you want to send to the American people about what you're seeing out that window?
Well, the first thing I would say is trust us. You look amazing. You look beautiful. And from up here, you also look like one thing. You know, Homo sapiens is all of us, no matter where you're from or you know, what you look like. We're all one people. And we call amazing things that humans do moonshots for a reason, because this brought us together and showed us what we can do when we put, not just putting our differences aside, when we bring our differences together and use all the strengths to accomplish something great.
And they are doing something great, going farther than any other humans before them, 250,000 miles away, around the far side of the moon and back. They say there is nothing normal about that.
And technology is amazing. Talking to them in space, 250,000 miles away. I can't even get Wi-Fi on a flight.
I mean, can we get the FaceTime to be less blurry?
Thanks, Gio. Coming up in our GMA morning menu, an ABC News exclusive in the case of the Florida mother gunned down through her neighbor's door. The woman's son and mother tell their story.
Also ahead, the so-called functional drinks are flooding the beverage market, but are they good for you? Becky Worley checks them out.
Plus, Tori Johnson is here to help jumpstart your spring cleaning with deals and steals on everything from pressure washers to body care. And it all starts at just $6. And Sam is also here with Lori Bergamotto.
Bust out your Bunsen burners. We're going into Lori's lab, and she's bringing the Easter fun with decor, snacks, and fun twists on dyeing Easter eggs that not only your kids will love, but the adults will love as well. How did I do, Lori?
You're good. You're the biggest kid here, so I'm glad you like it.
We'll be right back on GMA.
Here in New York this morning, we're back with our GMA cover story, an ABC News exclusive with the mother and son of a Florida woman who was killed by her neighbor in 2023. 2020 co-anchor Deborah Rotter spoke with them. Good morning, Deborah.
Good morning, George. Yeah, this is a very tough story. Ajika Owen's family says they're still struggling to pick up the pieces of their lives. They've lost a guiding force, a daughter, a devoted single mom who was ambitious and protective of her 4 children. It was her uncompromising love, they say, that was clear as she struggled to deal with a toxic neighbor who would shatter the family's future together.
911 for the emergency. Oh my God, this lady just tried to break down my door. I shot through the door. Oh my God.
Outside Ocala, Florida, a simmering dispute over children playing.
I've told them, please don't come here. I'm working. And kids don't care.
Young mom Ajika Owens dead. Neighbor Susan Lawrence claiming self-defense.
Sheriff's office, come outside with your hands up. Turn around. Where's your gun at?
It's in my bedroom.
Now ABC News taking you behind the body cameras. For the first time, Ajika Owens' mother and son exclusively speaking out. You had one neighbor who didn't really like all the noise and all the fun.
Yes, ma'am.
What kinds of complaints did she make?
She would come out, sticking up the middle finger.
Could you ever have envisioned their dispute would lead to that?
No. And why would it lead to that? These kids were playing outside. Her neighbor comes over, my daughter knocks on the door, and you just shoot. You just shoot. Your door is locked. You just shoot.
How hard has it been? It's been a couple of years.
It's been very hard. You know, every day, I just can't believe she's gone, you know. It's been my rock and my fire since I was born.
Your rock and your fire.
I just gotta be the strong man she raised me to be.
What a remarkable legacy Izzy is at 12 years old. He tells me one bright spot in this darkness is being raised by the woman who raised his mother, his grandmother, Pamela. He also tells me that the loss of his mom has inspired him to try to change lives. We're going to tell you what that means tonight on 2020. And you'll also hear for the first time from police officers who were caught up in this dispute. The Neighbor from Hell tonight at 9 o'clock on ABC, or you can stream it on Hulu and Disney.
Just gut-wrenching.
Yeah, it really is. Even all these years later.
Thank you, Deb. Of course. Rachel?
A really important story. All right, we're going to switch gears now and go to the Grocery Glow Up series. This morning, we are taking a look at functional drinks. There are more and more of them popping up at supermarkets all across the country. So we asked Becky Worley to check them out. Becky, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, the beverage choices at the grocery store used to be pretty simple, right? Milk, juice, soda. But now there are a gazillion choices, and some of the new beverages on the market are wild.
A nice, refreshing beverage is a little different these days. Sales of functional beverages, drinks with additional health benefit claims, are skyrocketing. The market size expected to nearly double from more than $175 billion in 2022 to an estimated $339.6 billion by 2030. And beyond flavored sparkling water like Spindrift and lower sugar soda like Olipop, consumers want more from their drinks.
What I would say that's impacting the aisles the most is the functionality. What am I adding to my food, or what am I adding to my beverage?
Nutritionist Yvette Decker says beverages now have become wellness tools that claim to do something for consumers.
Is it going to help with my energy level? Or this beverage is going to help me with sleep? I'm seeing a lot of that in the innovation space with adaptogens, nootropics getting added in. What are you adding to these products?
Adaptogens and nootropics are natural and synthetic compounds like amino acids, functional mushrooms, or roots and berries like ashwagandha or rhodiola. You may have seen them in the supplement aisle, but they are now making their way into drinks. Some of the most popular drinks promise energy and focus. Others tout immunity and improved microbiome or sleep support. And there are a lot of electrolyte beverages.
If you want good skin, stay hydrated.
But one of the weirdest new drinks? Seaweed juice. It's called umi.
I know, it's our first time.
Okay.
But yeah, trust me, you don't feel any fishiness, saltiness. It's just a refreshing, tasty juice.
Okay,
This
here we
is
go.
my favorite.
What flavor is this?
Yes, strawberry with hibiscus.
Cheers. Seaweed juice. Oh, it's really good. Umi's Alyssa Mikey says it gives her a feeling of fullness after drinking it because of its seaweed base. But there is limited evidence to back up these claims.
Because of this unique fiber, you feel fuller longer.
Umi only has 8 ingredients, including this red seaweed, but you don't taste it.
So because of don't you feel a little bit of the viscosity?
No, it's not like super thin. It has a little bit of weight to it, but it's not thick and gurgly.
Now, just like supplements, these drinks are unregulated, and claims made about their functional benefits have minimal research behind them, and they've not been vetted by a regulatory agency. As for the seaweed soda, there are a bunch of flavors: yuzu, matcha, strawberry, hibiscus, and I'm just gonna crack one open, guys. It's only 1 gram of sugar, so I'll just be having my seaweed juice for breakfast.
Well, Sam was asking if there was a matcha flavor, so I think he wants to try that. You may have to pass it over here.
It did sound good. It did sound good.
We'll let you be the tester for that, Sam. All right, Becky, thank you. And let's head over to Sam for some pop news.
All right, so pop news today is going to take us on a musical journey, and warm up your jazz hands because our first stop is Broadway. Last night, Megan Thee Stallion made her return to the stage. The Grammy-winning rapper made her stage debut in Moulin Rouge just last week. But on Tuesday, guys, she had to exit in the middle of her show and ended up hospitalized for extreme exhaustion and dehydration. You hear this often with performers on Broadway. It's a really tough thing to do every night. Megan and her fans in an Instagram post said she would be okay, calling this a wake-up call and sharing her gratitude for her fans' support. And last night, she was back. Broadway World posting a video on Instagram of Megan getting a standing ovation from the crowd. We are so happy to see her return as Zidler and continue through May 17th. She's fantastic. All the reviews are wonderful
she's okay.
on her. Yeah, and glad she's okay. In more music news, let's take our next journey. This time, Olivia Rodrigo. She knows a thing or two about a bad idea, right? See? She's also familiar with a really good idea, and she just shared one. It's a new album called You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. This will be her 3rd studio album, and it follows the success of her debut album, Sour, which is 6-time certified platinum and included her hit ballad Driver's License and her most recent album, Guts, also a huge success, and gave us her chart-topping single, Vampire. Fans have recently patiently been waiting for music news from the superstar, and now she's ready to deliver. Rodrigo is writing on Instagram, I'm so proud of this record, and I can't wait for you to hear it. You don't have to wait to hear it too long. You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love drops on June 12th, everybody.
Wow.
Olivia Rodrigo is just taking every
Yeah, she's on fire.
Yeah, she really is. And I love to listen to her, too. Our final stop on the musical tour, how about if we head across the pond? The Rolling Stones starting up fans in the UK, with many thinking the legendary band is teasing a big announcement. Okay, so here's why. Posters have been popping up all over London, okay? And they're kind of a orangey, kind of pink-red color, much like these, and they're kind of like the Celine Dion posters that appeared in Paris to tease her return on stage. So let me explain more. These ones in London are for a band called the Cockroaches. What's the connection? Well, the Cockroaches are what Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, and the rest of the Stones called themselves when they wanted to test out new material at music venues back in the 70s. You see where we're going? BBC 6 Music host Matt Everett sharing some of the images online, and they include a countdown clock ticking down to April 11th. So what's going on? The Rolling Stones were last on tour 2 years ago and released new music with their Hackney Diamonds album back in 2023. But we're going to have to wait till April 11th to find out if what we suspect is actually true.
Amazing, they are still going strong.
I know.
I love how artists now make us work for it, right? You gotta tease it all out.
You don't just drop it.
No,
make us
no
work
fun
for
there.
it. You're exactly right. That's pop news.
All right, Tori Johnson is here. You know what that means. It is time for Deals and Steals because it is time to get spring cleaning. And Tori, I will admit this is something I aspire to every year. I don't necessarily succeed, but,
We'll make it
but you have
easy.
some great things that will help us out.
Okay, yes, we're gonna make it easy because caked on mud, mildew, grease, dirt, no match for this power washer. So look, this is like the real deal.
Oh, stand back.
Exactly, stand back. Mary's ready. So what I love about this is you've got a 25-inch hose, so that's gonna give you lots of space to move around. Then you've got 35 feet of cord, so again, additional space to move around. Big variety of nozzles to put on here, including this one, which might be my favorite, because that is going to allow you to have this like foam cannon for deep suds. So if you're washing something that really needs those suds, this snow gel really does get the job done, and it is slashed in half.
And I have to tell you, every homeowner knows there is no more satisfying thing than when you power wash the driveway, and your kids will get in on this one.
Exactly.
They will help with that.
Your husband's going to remind you of that, Mary.
Oh, he knows. The power washing I do.
Here's something else that's really fun. So you know your ceiling fan is already moving air, right? And oftentimes when you get to the top of that ceiling fan and you see how dirty it is, you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna clean it. Well, all of that is what's swirling around that you're breathing in. And so these are from Barnacle. These are really great. These, look at these right here. These snap right, fit right on top of your ceiling blades. And then they're going to trap the airborne allergens so that while your fan is moving, it's actually cleaning the air in that room for you.
Oh, that's
we also
great.
have them for the range hood cleaners as well to get that grease when you're cooking. These are genius, all slashed in half.
And in different colors too.
Variety of colors, although you're not going to see them on the top of the fan. All right, grab a pair of glasses, each of you. You see that they're dirty. You know, I don't want you to. You don't have to put them on. Instead, you're going to clean them.
Oh yeah, you can't see a thing.
You can't see a thing. Okay, grab one of these cleaners from Peeps. And when you clean with that, it literally takes all of the, it's like fingerprints, debris, makeup, grease, all the stuff that gets on the lenses that you can't see, so that makes you can't see. Plus then it's got this really great cleaner on the other side. It collapses into a tiny little case. These are genius for keeping all of your lenses clean. You get 2 of them, 50% off.
And much better than like me, who just takes the edge of my shirt, you know, and always wipes it.
It is a much cleaner clean than that, believe me. So 36,000 positive reviews, by the way, on those. Yeah, it's the real deal. This is Luna Daily. This is all about body care. Developed by Bergamotto. That is an all-over deodorant, full body deodorant. As they say, this little bottle right here stops you from smelling. This little one right here, they call this a pocket shower. So a little power shower for your pocket. You spray this onto any kind of tissue. It becomes a disposable wipe. And so if you need to freshen up either post-gym, post-hot flash, just need a little freshening up, this little power pocket shower does it for you. Everything from Luna Daily, created by dermatologists and OBGYNs, slashed in half, starting at $6.
I almost thought it was hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
it's so small.
It's going to clean
really
everything. Then we're going to clean your jewelry, okay? With Shinery, you can go from dull and dirty to shiny and sparkly. This is their hand wash, which is their signature product. I also have these little towelettes for you guys. So these are great for on the go, like you two, always packing suitcases on the go. But what I love about this one is that it's a plant-based that's gonna clean your hands and your jewelry at the same time, so you don't even need to take your jewelry off. Super smart. This right here is great because it's got really good contoured bristles to get into metal watches. Safe for all of your jewelry, everything from Shinery, slashed in half.
And you always get that lotion kind of gunk into your rings and stuff.
Yes, exactly. That gets rid of it. And then finally, this is a big tea bag for your bath. So instead of
get out of that.
Yes.
Oh, it has a little bathrobe.
That has a bathrobe, so that after it seeps, you put it into that robe and it becomes a little exfoliator on your skin. These are genius. 50%
That's so
off.
Cute.
$7.50.
And then you can put this on your little Barbie doll after you're done.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Tori, thank you so much. Of course, we have partnered with these companies, these great products. You can get them at gmadeals.com, or that QR code on your screen will take you right there. We'll be right back, and I'm going to steal one of these for a bath this weekend. It's fun.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
Hell.
This has been the most traumatizing experience of our lives.
Monday on Good Morning America, for the first time.
When did you first hear about the allegations?
Actress Melissa Gilbert speaks out on the charges against her husband, actor-director Timothy Busfield, of sexual misconduct with a child actor.
Is your contention that the parents and the boys are just making this all up?
The exclusive interview.
Why speak out now?
It's time.
Monday.
No moments of doubt?
On Good Morning America.
As you can imagine, that was an emotional interview that is coming up on Monday. Let's go over to Sam.
George, I can't wait to see that. It's something everyone's been questioning and talking about. Now let's get to Lori's lab, because everything's bubbling and I don't know how long the dry ice lasts. Lori Bergamotto is here with a fun spin on traditional Easter decorations and treats, including the family favorite Easter eggs. Good morning, Lori. Mary's here. We're going to do this all together, right?
We're going to have some fun. So happy Easter weekend.
Okay.
Happy Easter. All right, so we're going to start here.
Put me to work.
With a low effort, high impact.
I like how you emphasize low effort to me.
I was looking directly at you, Mary Bruce. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have two. We're going to leave those for a second. We have two vases here. We have a big one and a little one. So we're going to take the smaller one and nest it inside. If you'll do that, just put it right inside.
I can do that.
Now you see we've got all this area here.
Negative space.
Yes.
Negative space. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to decorate it with some peeps.
Oh,
so you can kind of do it however you see fit.
I love
There you
this.
go. And then we can do like layers. So we can do yellow and pink. You can do blue and pink over there. You'll go all the way around until you have the entire perimeter done. And then at the end, we don't have to finish.
This is
then at the end, Mary, you will take those flowers and you will pop them into the center vase.
Look at
You know, we are hosting Easter this weekend, and no surprise, I have done nothing to prep.
Well,
this is coming to my house.
There you
you've
go.
got it.
And that's what they
We
look
can
like
do
at
this.
the end. And you can also do it, Mary and Sam, with jelly
That's
beans.
cute. I like that.
Okay, I like that a
So
lot,
really
too.
fun, really easy, and like I said, it's low effort, high reward. So
Yeah.
we love that. Okay,
Yeah.
this one is a little bit more effort, but by design.
Okay.
Because if you have children,
Put
you
them
want
to work.
Exactly. You want to occupy them for a little while. So all you need is orange and green. This is sort of like a mix between construction and craft paper. So
Yeah,
it does.
so it's a little
thick.
thicker.
Right.
Okay.
So we have, you can see we have the paper cut out.
Right.
And all you're going to do, Mary's ready to go. So you're going to bend it in the shape of basically like a teardrop.
Okay.
Mary, you have a stapler there. Sam,
End to
you have a
end,
stapler
I
there.
do.
Sam's
Staple
been
it at the
boasting of
end.
his craft skills all
Yeah,
morning.
and Sam's trying to really overachieve here. Okay, so you guys got it going there. Then you're going to take, so you can put that down.
Okay.
You're going to take one of the green, and you're
Right.
going to try and just form it in the shape of like a heart.
Okay.
You want the two middle pieces to
Oh, look
touch
at
the
that.
bottom,
Okay,
right?
got it.
You want to staple that together
Okay.
right there in the center.
In the center.
And then once you've done
Mary, you're
that,
doing great.
I know.
What do you mean
Maybe
you're
I
not
am more
crafty?
crafty than I thought.
think you are.
You're like a closet
Ooh.
crafter. What's
Closet
happening?
crafter. That's right.
Okay, and then you're going to take the green stem and you're going to pop it right on top of the carrot. Nope, other
With the
way.
other way,
there you
like
go.
that.
There you go. Look at Mary. Look
And
at
staple
Mary
that.
Bruce. I'm so
I know.
impressed.
Now
And then
I'm like,
staple that.
now I'm like competitive, Mary.
I know.
This was
Seriously.
fun until now.
It's a carrot off, Sam.
And then you're just going to hole punch
Right.
each side of the carrot. And you can see in the front here, you guys,
that's so cute.
that we have the garland. So this is great wherever you're hosting. If you have a mantle, if you have a kids table.
Oh, I love that.
Anything like that. It's
Put
really
it
fun.
outside to let people know that the party's at your house. This is a great
Sam.
idea. Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
All right, so
All right.
that's perfect. So a little Easter decor that's easy. Okay.
Okay.
Now, has anybody here dyed Easter eggs yet for the season?
Not yet.
Okay, well, there's still time.
I got one more day.
Okay, and so if you want to try and level up a little bit or just do something different.
These are beautiful.
Okay.
We're going to start with these
gorgeous.
napkin decoupage eggs. So here's what you need. You need hard-boiled eggs. You need Easter or just any kind of patterned spring napkin. And you need some Mod Podge and your little spongy brush. So go ahead and take a
Mod
little
Podge
bit.
is something that you get at the store?
You can get that at the craft store. And you're just going to put a nice layer on top, right? Don't do too much. I will tell you guys that the Mod Podge is very forgiving. So if it gets a little messy in the beginning, don't worry. So you're going to overlay the napkin, and you're going to just keep doing this
With
and
the
doing
napkin.
this.
See, I
It's
didn't
just a
know you
napkin.
did that.
The
And then
napkin
in
is a smart trick.
The napkin is the smart trick. And then at the end, you guys, so you can see we're kind of forming it like that. You want it almost looks like it's shrink wrapped.
Yeah.
You're going to take a little bit more, and you're going to put it over the napkin as well.
smooth out some
so
of the
it's
wrinkles,
like exactly, and
yeah.
it's like a sealant.
Yeah.
So in the end, this is what you get. So we
They're
did them with
gorgeous. They
flowers,
really
and our
are.
amazing art director Leslie did these. They're beautiful.
Leslie.
They look
Thank
great.
you, Leslie. So that's like a fun, a little more, you need a little more skill to do that. Now,
what have we got
for
here?
less skill.
Okay.
I've done this.
Have you done this?
Okay,
Okay, so
less
please
skill?
put your gloves on, I think, maybe, because I have to tell you guys at home, this one is messy.
Yeah,
okay.
but it's fun.
This, but it's so much fun for the kids and for the parents. I love doing this. So, Sam, while you're doing that, here, you got your gloves on, we're gonna just put, you have an egg carton here, we're gonna put some more shaving cream, here. It's all over the carton. Now, here, I'm gonna give you a dye, Mary Bruce, and then you're just gonna start putting dye anywhere you want. Sam, if you'll pick up the skewer and start swirling it.
Bit.
So now we have all this color. We've got the shaving cream going.
Look at that. So you can see. Can you guys see?
Yeah. So get in there. It's going to be nice and marbled. We're going to wait for Sam to swirl it in there.
Do it.
So then you're going to pop them all in. And just keep dropping them in. You're going to close this. And like I said, it does make a mess, but we're going to reveal.
Oh, look at
Isn't
that
amazing?
So
Beautiful
once
tie-dye.
all the shaving cream dries up, that's what you get.
There you go.
Very
This one
cool.
is also really easy, you guys. If you have smaller kids, you're just gonna do marker on a paper towel, wrap a hard-boiled egg. You'll get like this, a water, white vinegar mixture.
Ooh.
You pop it in, and then when it comes out, this is what they look like.
No, the dye transfers
The dye
onto the egg with
transfers
the
onto
vinegar.
the egg after it dries. So for like really little kids, that's fun. And then at the end, we've got some fun treats. These are little Twinkie cars with peeps. So you need a Twinkie, marshmallow wheels, a pretzel steering wheel, a peep driver. Sam's got the bird's egg nests here.
They're really good, I can tell you that.
We've got some chow mein noodles, butterscotch, chocolate chip, peanut butter. You put them all together, you pop them in the fridge. Happy Easter, everybody.
I didn't know a peep
Mary,
drove a Twinkie.
You are so, I know, who knew? Well, what would they drive, Mary? What would they drive? That's perfect. You're done. You're done.
Endometrial cancer is one of the most common cancers impacting women, but getting a diagnosis typically involves a long and invasive process. ABC News Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Tara Narula is here with details on a new test from scientists that could offer a very simpler path.
That's right, Rachel. Well, good morning. And for one woman, the path to diagnosis was filled with anxiety and a series of invasive procedures she didn't expect. But a first-of-its-kind approach could soon spare others from going through the same experience. For 64-year-old Jacqueline Nielsen, abnormal bleeding led to an endometrial cancer scare. But the diagnosis came with a shock she didn't expect: the time and invasive procedures it took to get an answer.
It was a whole series of tests. The ones I remember most, terribly invasive and uncomfortable. It's just a lot of anxiety.
But soon, a first-of-its-kind test may alleviate those uncomfortable procedures for some women.
PinkDX is developing a test on a simple, non-invasive vaginal swab that will replace the workup done today to rule out endometrial cancer as the cause of abnormal bleeding.
Endometrial cancer, a type of uterine cancer, is the fourth most common cancer for women. It's seeing a sharp rise in cases and deaths, particularly in the Black community. But every year, tens of thousands of women undergo invasive diagnostic procedures to rule out this cancer, though fewer than 1 in 10 will ultimately be diagnosed.
We can change the trajectory. Many women who will have postmenopausal bleeding don't have cancer and can avoid a lot of invasive procedures.
If you can rule out the condition and save the patient from undergoing invasive procedures to get that answer, you're actually saving a lot of cost to the healthcare system.
While Jacqueline, a mom of 2, was one of the lucky ones who learned she was cancer-free,
It was relief, incredible relief.
she says a simpler, faster diagnosis would have made all the difference.
The idea is extraordinary. Compared to all of the invasive, uncomfortable, disruptive tests that I had to go through, I could get an answer so quickly. That's just incredible to me.
Clinical validation studies are about 75% enrolled at 16 centers across the U.S., including the Mayo Clinic, Columbia University, Washington University, and community health centers.
Yeah, and by hopefully making this simpler, it encourages people maybe to get tested. So when will this be available, and what do we know about the accuracy?
Well, if the research continues to show that this is accurate in these studies that we talked about, then it should be available across the country by mid-2027. And in terms of accuracy, we're talking about a high specificity test. That's what we see with this, which means that it's very helpful to rule out a diagnosis in someone who has symptoms.
Yeah, this could be a game changer.
It could. I mean, the ease for women is just so important. It can be really invasive and painful to have to go through that workup. And so if you don't need it, that's great.
Dr. Narula, we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Time for 50 states in 50 weeks. Alex Perez is in the 37th state, that is Nebraska. He's at a site that draws tens of thousands to the state every single year. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning, George. We are inside the Desert Dome here at the Dorley Zoo in Omaha, ranked one of America's best zoos. I'm here with some of my new friends. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? They have been bringing the energy all morning. Now, between February and April, tens of thousands of sandhill cranes make a long stop right here in Nebraska, and it makes for an extraordinary, magical sight. The spread of their wings, symbolizing a greater story of hope and new life.
This is the only place in the world that this phenomenon occurs.
It's one of the world's largest bird gatherings. Almost 1 million sandhill cranes descend on Nebraska's Platte River Valley.
I photograph all around the world, been to Africa, India, Philippines, and to know that we have this in our own backyard is absolutely beautiful, spectacular.
35,000 visitors come to witness one of the few remaining great migrations.
The silhouette with the cranes when they're flying in the sky, when they're in the water, you have beautiful reflections on the water.
The cranes coming to Nebraska in a stopover of sorts.
They're spending 3 weeks on average to really fuel up, and they're also connecting with one another. The juveniles are trying to find pairs, and the pairs are doing bonding principles so they can go on and host their families and breed as they go north.
Their journey begins in the warmer climates of the U.S. and northern Mexico, traveling north up to 500 miles a day, some migrating as far as Siberia and the Arctic Circle.
What's unique to Nebraska with the hourglass shape, the Platte River is a wide braided channel, and it has adjacent wet meadows, and that area holds opportunity for all kinds of birds.
And the significance of their footprint is indelible.
The experience was amazing to be out here as the sun rose and to see all the birds with the sun and the colors changing in the sky and the birds silhouetting against it was just magnificent.
Magnificent really is just a perfect word to describe it, and experts say there's evidence that shows these sandhill cranes have been making the same stop here in Nebraska for more than 2 million years. Oh. Guys, isn't that so cool?
Oh, very, very cool. Thank you, Alex. And we're going to come right back to you in just a little bit. One of the country's best zoos is in Nebraska.
This morning, we have been enjoying Nebraska. It's the latest stop in our 50 States in 50 Weeks series through the eyes of Alex Perez. He's in Omaha with some of the things that make this state so special. Hey, Alex, back to you, sir.
Hey, good morning, Sam. Once again, good morning once again. I'm here with some of my closest friends, including this 6-week-old, right? What's his name again?
Her name's Charlotte.
Her name is Charlotte, 6 weeks old, joining us here this morning. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? People are excited. They have been bringing the energy all morning. As I mentioned, we are inside the Desert Dome here at the zoo in Omaha. It is the world's largest indoor desert, and it's just one of the many things that makes Nebraska great. The mouth-watering sizzle of an Omaha steak, the comforting bite of a juicy Reuben sandwich, and a refreshing sip of Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah! These delicious American delights all hail from America's 37th state, Nebraska. Archaeologists trace back Nebraska's land to more than 13,000 years ago. Native Americans called these lands home, and many still live here today. As part of the Louisiana Purchase, France sold Nebraska to the U.S. in 1803, and it became a state in 1867. African-American leader and civil rights activist Malcolm X was born here. Nebraska's flat, fertile land, part of a stretch called America's breadbasket, a top producer of corn and livestock. And speaking of corn, Nebraska Cornhuskers are a sports staple. And so are the College World Series in Omaha. Don't forget Nebraska's twist on Stonehenge called Carhenge in Alliance. And if you love a great movie, Hilary Swank.
There's absolutely no way I'm doing this.
Gabrielle Union.
I'm captain.
And before we go,
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Marlon Brando, all called Nebraska home. And back out here live, another look at the Desert Dome here. So cool. You can see it's sort of like Epcot meets the desert. And of course, billionaire Warren Buffett is another native son of Nebraska. Now, joining me live right now to talk a little bit more about the zoo, the CEO of the zoo, Luis Padilla. Tell me, this is ranked one of the best zoos in America. What makes this zoo so special?
You know, at the end of the day, what makes this zoo special is the people that believe this zoo is special. It's the millions of people that come to support it, that show up every day to say, this is where we're forging those memories and legacies for our families and our traditions. It's also a place where you have unique experiences like this Desert Dome that we're standing in, where people can really connect with a different part of the world in a very personal, very exciting way. And just like this, we have a number of other attractions here at the zoo. We have an indoor rainforest that is the biggest one in North America. We have an aquarium. We have the healthiest, most thriving family of African elephants here in North America. And so that's just a number of things that make this zoo so special. But at the end of the day, it's about those connections with families and the traditions and the legacies that people enjoy.
People make a lot of memories here. They come here with their kids and make memories that'll last a lifetime.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. You know, we know that when people come here, they come because they want to connect with that wild part of themselves. They want to learn about animals. They want to be excited. We want them to care about animals and their conservation. But it's also about connections with each other. It's connections with the community. And at the end of the day, connection with other living beings that makes it better for everybody.
Great. Luis, thank you so much for being with us here this morning. You guys, thank you so very much, everybody, for being here. Thank you. That's it from Nebraska, guys. We're going to send it back over to you. It's been an amazing day here at the zoo.
It looks it. Those images were great of the wildlife as well.
Thank you all for watching. Have a great Easter weekend.
Bye. Have a good one.